Ebusuafo ne etifo ni di kwan so me patcho me obi bia akwa aba channel so an me daily update obo kwan so say no first time aba channel so me show say ni di kwan so me patcho nya videos ni bi hwe na so when you join please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share videos ma love so nya bi enti yakopon sha na onye okese ebusua news I dey bring credit to TV3 Ghana na me patcho the former president and the president elect and the president elect John Dramani Mahama wapia babonti abe hold the urgent press conference or addressing the Ghanaian people. Yes, we're addressing the Ghanaian people, urging everybody to stay calm because as a violence not doson. As a baby abefibi, as a regarding to the Ablekuma and share the Ablekuma and again no or share mechanism ayensuano now titi ade ya or my tag and say NDC tax and I say NDC youth and a courses any man. But Sisiano, a boom to say NPP, Sisian yen shed any young funny say or being a more crowd with NDC near ma. NPP phones to bet me to a more afra, no only the Bible condemn it or say whether NDC NPP only or condemn it cry outrightly or condemn them and or calling on the president of the Republic of Ghana Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and the head of security agencies in say on your man for me to store calm and peace because near air course and ye cry butia. Remember me kasa nyetinti ye bekoni akoti sa ni urgent call no and I said the urgent address no. Nyankopon sha no onye okese me dase bebre.
Let's hear from John Mahama.
To again express my deepest gratitude for your unwavering support in Saturday's election. This is a moment of hope, unity and opportunity for our great nation. However, I must address a matter of urgent importance tonight. Transitions from one administration to another create the impression of a vacuum of power, and certain people are easily compelled to act in their own parochial interest instead of the national interest. I've received reports of attacks on state offices and installations. While it's unclear who is behind these attacks, I condemn them in no uncertain terms. These acts must cease immediately. As I said during my post-declaration speech, I urge the youth not to vent their frustration in criminal enterprise. Instead, they must channel their anger and frustration into the positive enterprise of resetting and rebuilding our beloved nation. I urge all our citizens to remain calm and avoid actions that could harm our institutions and our democracy. We have fought hard for change, and now is the time to demonstrate our commitment to rebuilding the Ghana we want through unity and understanding. Because state power is still in the hands of the present administration, I call on the President and the security agencies to act decisively to curb the ongoing acts of lawlessness immediately. I thank you, my fellow citizens, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
That's straight to the point, precise, concise, on top of the issues playing out right now. That's President-elect John Dramani Mahama making that strong call to the President, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and the security agencies to act decisively to address these issues of the forceful takeovers we have seen right now. And that's the short speech we just heard from the President-elect, essentially making the point that the vacuum of power sometimes creates some of these, the fertile ground for what we are seeing right now. He condemns all of these forceful attacks and then what we are seeing in no uncertain terms, and urges the youth not to engage their strength and energies in criminal enterprise, but for positive endeavors, to avoid violence and commit to change, to build the Ghana we want, and also that's through peace and understanding. And further made that clear call, Kemini, to the President and the security agencies to act decisively and swiftly to address these forceful takeovers and the acts of violence we have seen right now. That's the message that many were asking. But then again, the act of responsibility, he says, is on the incumbent
it's on the president.
administration, is it not?
Yes, and you know, which is what my guests have been asking. Where is the president's voice in all of these? And President, you know, Senor on this side of things has been talking about the president-elect responding to the issues that are happening, calling on all Ghanaians, not just NDC supporters, to ensure that there is calm and calm prevails wherever there is violence at the moment. He's done just that, but it leaves the part where President Addo, Akufo-Addo, who is the commander-in-chief, to also make the point. And I hope that, you know, he listens to what everyone is telling him, including the president-elect. I'll expand the conversation now, Alfred, and bring in my guest. Senor, you're already eager to talk, so you go first.
Charlie, we issued this statement this morning.
The One Ghana movement.
The One Ghana movement. And we called on the president-elect. But we're very clear that His Excellency, the President Addo, who should actually enforce law and order. He is creating a banana republic, as if we are a stateless entity. JM has been president before. Look at his face. He's a man who is disappointed.
You think so?
He's a very disappointed man. Look at, you should know JM. He's come there with too much weight, as in, I shouldn't be doing this. And yes, he shouldn't be doing this. He can do it as part of some statement when after to support the president or something. Leadership must come from the top, which is the president. We voted him to power. He takes salary from our taxes. His duty to take care of all of us. Take care of state property. And please, then this is only not just state property installations that are being attacked. Personal properties are also being attacked. The president's family's properties were attacked. Look at GM's speech. It was difficult. It's as if there's vacuum of power. How is there vacuum of power? It is a failed, terrible leader who creates this situation. Addo is the worst president this country has seen. Even in your end, you cannot even manage proper leadership and carry us along. Baumia gave his concession speech. Addo should have been one of the quickest to actually follow up to congratulate Mahama and encourage everybody to stay calm and let's see this process through. We heard nothing from him. The only thing we have heard from him was yesterday that he's going to have. I want to see his face on TV tomorrow when he meets Mahama. Look at what is this? What is this? Either you're a sore loser, you are acting as an old man, immature. I don't know.
No,
it's our children's life. So our children are watching. Look, let me tell you this. Nobody has tolerance for this kind of thing, no. Because what we are doing, we are setting a path for generations. Now, everybody has WhatsApp phones. You can see plenty of things. It's not like before that when something happens on GTV, if you don't see it on GBC, let me correct myself, you know, it was GBC, right? You don't see it, then you have missed. Now, everybody, they can go and play back. So please, do something. You have lost an election as a party. But you, Addo, you were not on the ballot. Even though I say that you were the reason why you lost and you are the only one on the ballot. Officially, you were not on the ballot, but you were on the ballot. You have lost. It's okay. We didn't see this kind of conduct when Mahama was handing over power. He came out and said he had done his bit. He tried and did his best. We also may appreciate you try to do your best. I mean, I know you, I know this is not your best and you know it. But please, show proper leadership. We can't create a headless country.
Have we heard also from the vice president?
The vice president hasn't got any business talking when his boss hasn't spoken.
But he was part of the race. Would it not be crucial for him to also speak?
I think the vice president...
Don't put pressure on my friend. He hasn't done it.
He called on the president-elect, yes, John Dramani Mahama,
yesterday
to actually, see to it that supporters of the NDC would comport themselves. I think so. He's done something. So this brings to the issue where we're talking about that with regards to state, the head of state, and then what? The security apparatus. Now, maybe we should remind our dear IGP that he's still in charge of the Election Security Task Force. This is the aftermath. So I think we would like him to finish the job with regards to ensuring that the country is safe, because he has the sole responsibility with regards to what? Sending out men and ensuring the safety. So I think what is happening is just because, well, the current president feels, I've given the authority to the IGP, so there's no need for me to come in. He knows his role. So the IGP should act in the right instead.
I see. But
the IGP himself has been undermined by the president. Why are we talking as if, why are we pretending?
No, but he still has his job. He's still the number one.
Look, we have created a certain funny political arrangement in the place. Because party folks wanted IGP to parry out. Then go and appoint deputy something. Some weird posts that never existed. And then now that you don't have the power, everybody wants to do anything that they want to do.
He managed
He should come out and speak to the country. His salary this month, we are the ones paying it. If the largesse he's been enjoying, we pay for it. Your job is to take care of us. And you live with some honor. Live with some honor.
Doc, so this speech that has just been delivered by the president-elect, what could it really do in terms of dealing with the situation?
Right. It will do a lot. Number one, all supporters of the NDC who may be part of this vandalism would have a sense to withdraw, and then we will see those who are really perpetrating the act, and then the law will deal with them decisively. Now, if you have some party members in there, you're sure that once the president-elect has come out, it gives the authority now, if it wasn't there, to the IGP to act, right? Coordinate with the military, have the joint patrols, station men at very key state institutions. And this is where I wish we had invested more in the community policing mechanism. Because if we had, then we would sure to have signs earlier on, intelligence coming on with regards to all these disturbances that we are having all over. We wouldn't have gotten where we are, but we can still salvage the situation.
Musa, you heard the speech as well. Obviously, we spoke about this before. He intended delivered that speech. He delivered that speech. Now we are calling on the president to speak as well. Your take on the two matters?
We shouldn't be here. The newly elected president has no business in national security today. All he can do is just call his party people to order some extent, but he doesn't need to do that. The law can take its course without him saying a word. He hasn't got the mandate from us to do anything today until January 7th.
He can only appeal to us as a normal Ghanaian.
A normal Ghanaian, like any other person. So he's just done that because he has to
do something.
Vacuum.
Do you think GM will use those words easily?
No, let's Mr. Dankwa finish.
But the buck stops with the president today until he hands over. I don't think the police and security services should tolerate any of these things. Regardless, we must put an end to it. Take out the political polarization and deal with the people as hoodlums or criminals. Full stop.
But why would the president be quiet up until now? What do you think will be going on?
I think somehow he feels he's checked out.
He's checked out on the Ghanaian people.
Yeah, because even before the MPP primary, you know what he said, that the new leader would,
would deal with the problems.
Imagine. But we sat down for this man.
No, hang on. Let Mr. Dankwa finish. I'll come to you.
I think that he should put his foot down, give the IGP the order to do whatever it takes to maintain state security and national security. That is more important to us than any party activity.
Senor.
Right now, I think, ladies and gentlemen, let's officially know that we now have President John Dramani Mahama.
He's the president-elect.
No, there's no elect because the president some is not there. Some is not there.
You can't make that announcement. Not here.
Thankfully, me, I'm not Bona, who will say that we should on X the current president. I'm not that guy. This is not acceptable. I'm speaking with pain. I'm a little, but President Mahama, God bless you. You have shown true leadership. Your posture, your demeanor sets the tone for your government. And I, for the first time, is getting quite convinced that I should be that hopeful and I believe many Ghanaians will. For you to take this and say this, you could see the man was speaking with a lot of restraint. But he had to say, it's not my place to, but there's vacuum, and I need to encourage the right thing being done. And he was categorical. He spoke to the security services that they should act decisively. So those people claiming to be NDC supporters,
the law is coming.
This President Mahama is not President Nana-Addo, who allow Delta forces and forces Delta and all those hooligans to go into court, and when they come, you touch them with case gloves. Clearly, this man has told you that if you are doing this, Joe, you are on your own. You'll be dealt with. And that's the language you really want from somebody like him. But leadership should actually have been driven by Nana-Addo. So if Nana-Addo spoke, and we are still seeing skirmishes, then he comes in to talk to his supporters. It's okay. Ghanaians, please, let's manage
so the situation has been going on for a while, and the president.
Why Nana-Addo, who likes his position more than anything, if Nana-Addo was not in love with the idea of being president so badly, Bawumia wouldn't have lost this election. This is somebody who is so into this job, into the title. At least in this your last time, you honorably manage the team, and then we all give you and walk you, nicely away. Aigbe carpenter, Achim carpenter, do something before you die.
I wanted to draw attention to, do we know more about the Ifutu situation?
Abusia me patcho me do bibia sese wanyamre no abenya videos ni bi so ahwe Nyankopon hira obi ano nye obi akese. Abusia eni de kwan so ye de nkomo ni besia. Stay tuned for more updates. Nyankopon hira no nya akese me da ase.